Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're diving into something super fun and personal, which is turning a simple photo of your pet into a stunning portrait in any artistic style you can imagine, using just ChatGPT, I must say. Whether you want a regal oil painting, a neon cyberpunk cat, or a Studio Ghibli style corgi, you can make it happen with just a few types and send. And yeah, as always, don't forget to check the pinned comment for extra resources and tips to help you on your creative adventure. Let's jump right in. Let's kick it off by, let's say, imagining your pet inside a traditional oil painting frame. Just think ornate gold trim, like velvet drapey backgrounds, like full museum treatment. Okay, so let's say I have a fluffy tabby cat named Luna, for example, that is. Here's the type of prompt you could use. Okay, first off, there it is. Create image, don't forget about that. You can also use the dash. Okay, and here's my prompt right here. Create a hyper-realistic, highly detailed portrait, gray tabby cat. Yep, see right there with all the details. And another one, another one. Capture realistic texture, or if anything, you could help out, just upload the photo of your cat. All right, there we go. Just wait for this. Okay, this is the photo right here. And now we send it off. Boom. Okay, there it is. Prompt. Now it's getting started. Just wait for a bit for the image rendering process from ChatGPT. Again, just be patient. It may take a bit while, but it won't be too long. It depends on how ChatGPT would go faster and very immediate with finishing the image generation. Okay, just wait for a while, okay? All right, as you can see right here, there we go. Look at that. Here's the end result right here. Look. Beauty, ain't she? Framed. There we go. Realistic looking with my pet cat. Going from this to this one. Look at that one. Isn't this really fancy looking, yet adorable at the same time? Love it. Nice. So yeah, that idea right here is to think about your pet not just in the painting, but as part of the world that matches the classic frame aesthetic, which ended up looking really good. From this, again, to this one. Okay, why don't we switch gears and maybe, let's say we want a sleek, clean look. Something that could hang in a modern art gallery. That's where a minimalist frame style of that type comes in. Still, using my pet Luna as our model, so simple as that. Here's what we could do. There we go, create image right here, and once again, is this one. And here's my prompt. There we go, design minimalist contemporary portrait against the gray tabby cat with short fur, okay, sitting upright, clean, sharp, black line work, okay, subtle gradient effect, focus on negative space, simplicity, yep. This is in contrast to the previous one, more classic painting art thing, and this one, very simple, it's sleek, okay. Now, again, upload a photo of my cat, same thing, boom, here it is. Okay, there we go. Just to be sure. Yep, this little guy right there. And let's send this off. Alrighty. Right here. Here's my prompt. going down here. It's now getting started. All right. Once again, just be patient. The image rendering process will get there. And yep, just take a bit more time right there just to let ChatGPT sink in right here and have it process. Okay, there we go. As you can see here, as you can see from the previous segment to now this one, very simplistic. Look at that outline, the negative space. Now it's more cartoony version. And yeah, look at that. It looks really cute. See right here. And yep, you could focus on the subtlety and in contrast with the previous one, soft colors, crisp lines, and leaving lots of breathing room around your pet. See the framing here, and voila. Look at that. Okay, so if you find this video helpful so far, don't forget to subscribe to get notified whenever we post a new video. And if you could take just 2 seconds to smash that like button, it would help us get traction in the YouTube algorithm. Now for the last one, for those of you who want to go wild, imaginative, let's try to do a pet's portrait in something completely fantastical. Think enchanted wood frames with runes, crystals, and mythical motifs. Now for my pet Luna, my pet cat Luna, for example, it could sound like this one. Right over here, hold on. There we go, create image. There we go. Illustrate, sorry about that, a fantasy type portrait. Again, fluffy gray tabby cat, shimmering silver streaks, had to be more detailed, surrounded by magical living frame, made of twisted ancient wood. There we go, floating soft blue and purple orbs. Okay, then background, misty cosmic nebula. Very galaxy-like, but it's feeling fantasy. And yep, aura, magical aura, ethereal dimension. Yep, those what you would imagine when it comes to being in a fantasy world. All right, once more, let me upload the same photo of my cat. Well, you've seen it twice. There we go. Let's send this off. Boom. Okay, let's scroll down. Alrighty. So same as before with the first 2 segments. You gotta wait this out. Be patient. Let ChatGPT get started with preparing for the image rendering process. Okay. This should take a bit while. So yeah, this should take a bit, not too long. Alrighty. Let's just pause there. Okay, there we go. It's getting started. Alright. Stay put. Okay. It's currently loading up the image. Okay. Okay. There we go. And yep, here it is. The final product right here. Okay. See, with the ones that I just described, yep, very ethereal with the background, and yep, here you've created like a piece of art that feels like it could hang inside like a wizard's tower or anything. So just to give you a simple advice, just don't hold back with the imagination. Looks really great as a result. All right, that's it. From simple pet photo to breathtaking portrait full of style, atmosphere, and character, all powered by a little help from ChatGPT right here. If you end up creating your own masterpiece, just let me know in the comments below. I'd love to see them. And so, thanks for watching everybody, and I'll catch you in in the next video. Bye!